Welcome back, guys. Beautiful women over here. So, I just came back from Colombia. What are you guys saying? What's been happening? Tell me.
I just came back from Dubai. I just got back from America.
Oh, what about in America?
I did New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, and Miami.
Damn, she's been okay. What about you?
Global.
Yeah, I'm the only one that said kept to UK, I kept to UK. Yeah.
Okay, this is what it is. At least, I guess we had like a good summer. And it's back to like, go back to business. Mm-hmm. But the topic today, guys, we're going to be talking about what is like a turn off from men for us, like sexually. What turns us off? Like, what are you, yeah. Do you know?
Fingernails that are cut. Ew.
So he needs to have like a manicure.
Yeah, I like nails.
Do you know some guys always have like just the one nail?
Why?
Oh,
no, but I want to know why. Why do men do that?
Oh, I think I know. I've seen, yeah.
Is it like a pimp thing?
Yeah,
It's the coca.
No, que coca. Oh my days, no.
What's that?
Cocaine, she means. No. Listen, I've seen a lot of men with like this, how do you call this one? The pinky one.
Yeah.
So they're able to like, the bodies and that. I've seen that stuff.
That's nasty. Go get manicures.
So maybe that's
Go to
why.
the salon. Go to the salon and get manicures. I'm begging you.
Like, I respect men that actually can keep themselves like clean.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of men out there.
So my thing is older. You have to be fresh smelling. I don't want to hear. I don't want to smell no scent, no form of nothing on you at all.
I get it, but
That's
I feel
a nice
again,
term.
men, they're very like, I don't know. They tend to swear. It's
No.
manly.
But listen, my man can not bath for days.
You're
and
not
he smells
allowed to
fresh.
swear.
Oh my.
No, not bathroom for days.
I swear, he doesn't have no odor. He's never had morning breath, nothing. Like, he's fresh.
Does he smoke?
No.
Oh, okay,
So
that
that's like he's
That's a
fresh.
very-
His body is just fresh, and he set the standard. Like I could never deal with a guy that has any form of body odor.
What about you?
Yeah, I heard that. I don't like men that are bald below. Like, you gotta have some pubic hair. Yeah, I don't like men that are totally bald. It's just not. It gives me the ick.
No, I get you because that's me
Gives
as
me the
well. It
Like,
cannot
I
be,
need to know
it
that
cannot be
I'm
like a
having sex
big
with a
no
man.
one. Yeah.
and if it's
I don't really
bald,
notice
just
it. I'll be
skin.
honest if it is.
Just sometimes to look at when you're going down there to give head and that. And
No,
it's
because
just
now you're gonna
skin.
make me start. No.
I don't even know when it comes to me. I don't really.
What about the balls?
Yeah, the balls have to have hair as well.
The
bit
balls
of it.
have to have
A
hair.
bit of hair. Yeah, I can't just see you just skin. That's you.
What, a little shape up? Nothing?
No,
Shave that
I
you
need some
do.
hair. I want to see some pubic
What
hair.
about on the chest? What about the body?
No, I don't
Oh,
like
no,
hairy
no,
chest.
I don't like
I don't
that.
mind a
No,
little
no.
goatee and some moustache. Yeah, I don't mind a beard.
So about a hair?
But I don't like hairy chest, hairy
No,
back.
same.
I don't like hairs, and I don't like when men shave their armpits either. I think that's a woman thing. Men, I like to see armpit hair and leg hair.
Yeah.
Why are you guys
yeah.
shaving your
Yeah,
armpit?
yeah.
I agree with that.
That's disgusting.
I
Like,
agree.
why are you shaving your man? Have hair, bro.
I agree with that.
But you said you just chest hair, but you.
Yeah, I don't like chest hair on men. But
Because some people are there that they look like wolves. I'm sorry, but
They
yeah,
are,
it's
they're nasty,
true.
innit?
I respect that. I think
how
it's
can you
traditional,
kiss up a
whatever,
man on his chest and that, and he's just
You should have
hairy?
seen the men in
No.
Dubai. Oh my
Wait,
God.
you're not making sense. You said how can you kiss up a man on his chest and he's hairy,
Yeah.
but you said that you need hair in the balls.
It's
No,
different.
but yeah, I'm not like I'm
No,
sucking dick
no.
in it. I'm sucking dick. I'm not
Oh my god.
going like round the balls bit too tough like that. So I don't mind. The hair's not on the penis. Is it?
Exactly, it's not.
There's no hair.
It's just around the
The
waist.
hair's
The
on
whole
the
body
base.
is like, what the
You don't
hell?
suck the balls now.
We are going to hell.
Huh?
Okay. No, what I really want in a man is like the breath, I would say. Like his teeth, they need to be clean.
Yes, 100.
Like no super yellowy because that's the main thing. As soon as you walk in and you're gonna see that ugly as well. Like,
Yeah, no, 100. For me, a man has to have A1 teeth. If his teeth, that's my first thing that I see. Like, I look at his teeth first. If your teeth are done out, then you're done out.
And then again, people that like they tend to like look good, like the teeth or whatever, like they tend to be like more successful. Like you take care of yourself. I don't know, like
Yeah, no,
you're healthy. Because
Yeah.
if you're looking like a Trump, then I'm sorry, but that's not
Teeth
me.
are my actual turn on. Like if you've got
A nice
teeth,
smile.
I won't even look at the rest of you. It's your smile. Like if you've
Also,
got
what
nice
turns
teeth
you on then? Nice
Teeth.
teeth. What turns
Nice
you
teeth.
on me?
and a good hairline.
What turns me on?
Yeah.
I would say for me it's the eyes, the eye contact.
Eyes.
Yeah, the way that they look, the way that they, I don't know.
Like the chemistry, the vibe.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
feel it in the eyes.
Yeah.
But you've also got to be taller than me because sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh
100%.
yes.
But you know what's funny? Us as short women, why do we love the tall men? Should we leave the tall
I
men
don't
for the
love the
girls?
tall men. I don't love the tall
Because the
men.
tall girls don't
it
want
makes
short
us
men,
feel
but I feel
safe.
like us tall small girls are always
No, but it
wanting
makes
tall
us feel
girls.
safe because they're like over us, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, you wanna feel
And like putting your
protected.
arm
yeah,
like
like
this,
this.
like-
Like, who wants to be doing this? Like,
That's sad.
all
That's sad.
crouching down to hug them. Like, oh, come, baby. Like, no.
No.
And if I'm in heels, because I like to go out in heels.
Right.
Yeah. You still want to be short.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
100.
it just looks weird. I can't.
I have a friend, she's taller than her husband, yeah. And on her wedding day, she was like even more taller because she wore
I would
heels.
have wore
And
flats.
she was just
I
like
would've worn
way
flats. I
over
would've
him. The
worn a
wedding
long
pictures
dress
are
with the
hilarious.
flats.
I'm so sorry, girl. But yeah, her wedding photos are hilarious.
Basically.
For me, he needs to drive because I drive.
That's a
not trying to-
luxury.
I'm not trying to be doing up Uber. Oh, babe, come pick me up from here. Oh, babe, you come get me. The hell?
Yeah.
Imagine, would I look like Uber?
She said, "What do you know?" Now he has to be educated, but there's no physique wise. It's more a mentality, I would say.
Yeah. Has to
An
be grown.
educated man.
Not just grown, but like just yeah,
Intelligent.
educated. Yeah,
Intelligent, yeah.
intelligence
And
is very
maturity.
attractive. Yeah,
Maturity as well.
that you are able to learn from him, of course.
Yeah, 100%. I need to be able to have conversations with you where we can actually talk about real
Where I would
topics.
have better myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Okay, next topic, girls. Your best friend is the happiest she's ever been in a relationship. She's over the moon, like, best time ever. You find out her man is cheating on her. What do you do?
I become a detective, okay? Because first of all, you gotta find out like properly. That's first of all, that's your best friend. She's getting married. She's super happy, like all over the place. So if there's something that is telling you like, oh, I don't know, it's something dodgy, you have to like investigate properly. You can't just pop up to your
No,
best
no,
friend
no,
and be
no.
like,
You found out he's actually cheated.
oh, he's actually.
You
You,
know
have
he has
proof and
cheated.
everything.
You know he has cheated.
I know, like, I
Maybe
get.
seen the receipts.
Yeah, I get that sometimes you shouldn't really be involved in like people's business.
I'm telling my best friend.
But
I'm telling my best friend.
I know, but I will still do it because I feel like people deserve like to know the truth. And what they're so happy, she's living a fantasy, do you understand? So I would say now she's got the choice to be like, okay, now I know it's either I stay or if I just leave him alone.
Do you know what
But
I'd do?
I would,
I'd confront the man and I'd be like, you need to tell her. I'm
exactly.
giving you half
Give
a
him the
day.
chance to come out clean.
I'm
Yeah,
giving you half a day. If I find out at night,
exactly.
by the morning, I
Yeah.
am going to tell her myself.
Exactly.
That's
So-
good, you know.
Oh,
That's
so
good
you
because
talk
I
to
wouldn't
men,
even
so-
do that. I would just
Imagine
straight
like
out
you and
say.
him, like, Paul, when you talk to you. I'm thinking of a whole scenario.
No, even if we're not close like that, I would still like confront and be like, why would you do that? Like,
Yeah.
there's no need because again, your best friend is like your little sister. Like that's family. You understand?
Yeah.
I
So
feel
how
like
you gonna-
it's too fast. Though. Like if you don't talk to the guy, if it's not like okay, your best friend's man. Like say you and him don't have a relationship, you don't have each other's numbers, you don't speak. I feel like going to go and find the man and speak to him is a bit fast.
But do you know what it is? If it's my best friend's man, I will have been around him. Do you know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
what I mean. So
So
it
it's
depends on
like-
the relationship.
But for her, I think for my best friend, it'd be better for him to tell her than me to tell her.
But you need to understand because sometimes
It's
men
true.
they're twisted. They're psychos as well.
Yeah,
So he can
and
be like, oh,
he might
do you know
manipulate
what?
the
She done this to me.
situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He can be like, oh, mommy, like you know your friend, she tried to move to me. She's gonna
Yeah.
come with some bullshit. Yeah. Like, this,
So would you
yeah.
feel responsible of being the person that ruins your friend's happiness?
That's the thing.
Well,
bro.
that's not really happiness.
Because
though,
what if he
it's
was
a
never
lie.
going to get caught, but you know now you've just
See, that's the
put a
thing.
spanner
I
in the
think
works
I'll
for what? That
procrastinate.
it was never going to come out.
I will still say it. I'm just gonna stick to my word. I will still say yeah. If you wanna tell me bye, you're not gonna be my friend again. Okay, whatever. But I'll sleep with at night time. But at least I done my job. I respected
100%.
you. I know what happened, and now you know.
I've been in that situation before. It wasn't my best friend, but it was a friend,
Really.
and I kept my mouth shut.
I had to tell.
No, I kept my mouth shut for the reason of how their relationship was, and it was mad public and everything. I knew that if I'd opened my mouth and said something, I would have been the bad guy. So it's like, okay, you know your relationship, you will find that eventually.
True,
What's in the dark
true.
will come to light. So let that come to light, but I'm not going to be the one to bring it to you. Like this
I
has come
get
from
it.
someone else to me. So if someone else is telling me, someone else is going to tell you. Do you know what I mean? You're going to find out regardless, but I'm not going to be that person.
But then when they find out that you knew, they're going to look at you
They
like,
won't
why
fi-
did
how
you
they going
tell
to
me?
find out that I knew?
Exactly.
I mean, is it? Oh,
She's like, easy, like nothing.
Swear time! Oh my god, what a bastard! I can't believe
What,
it.
say she was your
No,
best
that
friend?
could not be.
Oh no, then my best
If
friend.
it's your best friend, because if it was my best friends and they never told me,
No, so with my best friend, my actual best friend, if I was to tell her something, she would receive it well.
yeah,
Because she knows I'm not
100%.
malicious and she knows
Yeah.
I'm not bad mind. I will find a way to speak to her and be like, babe, look, listen, I found this out. Like, I don't know what you want to do. I'm here to support you. Like, you have to make them know that it's not like that.
Exactly.
Like, it's not a malicious thing. I'm not. I don't know the proof. I don't know if it's true or not. But I'm telling you what I've heard. Let's find out together. I've been in that situation before, and we've gone and bucked the man's wife. She didn't even know he was married. She didn't even know he was married, and me and her have gone and bucked the girl.
See what I'm saying?
Me and her were both sitting there like. The woman's telling us everything, even down to a yard that we thought was his house. Yeah, it was the wife's house. The girl was away. Do you know what I mean? So I've been in that position before, and I've sat there and witnessed it firsthand. And you just have to be a supportive friend and have your friends back. Like, I had my friends back. Like, you wanna cry, we'll cry together. You ain't gonna feel bad about crying around me. Me and you will cry together. We'll cry this out because it's your pain is my pain. You're my best friend.
But I will still say I can't lie.
All right, the next topic, ladies. You've been with your man for 2 years. Then he gets burdened for 10 years. He goes to prison for 10 years. Are you going to wait? And you have, bearing in mind, you've got kids together. Yes, so this is a long-term relationship.
Wow.
Yeah, you've got kids together. Are you waiting for him?
It depends on the situation. It does depend on
What
the
did he go to
situation.
jail for?
It doesn't matter. He's got 10 years. It doesn't matter why.
You might as
he's
well
got 10
You might
years.
as well look at the face. Nah.
If
Okay,
we didn't
so-
have kids together,
I would not wait 10 years.
So with you, if he got 10 years for depending on the crime, you would wait then? Is that why you
All
asked
right,
that?
but what's waiting mean? Does it mean that we can't have sex with anyone else? Does it?
Yeah, you got to stay loyal.
Us, yeah, having sex for 10 years.
No, yeah.
So my
like
front
you're
is
on a
dry.
sentence as well, basically.
Oh.
I
It
don't
depends.
know.
It depends on the situation, how me and him are.
Exactly. How
Do you know why?
feel
Because a
about
lot of
it.
men, like I know men who have been in that position and told the girl, like, just go do your thing. We'll
Yeah.
you can do when you come out, whatever. Because it's a fair thing to do. Like 10 years is a lot of. You don't even know if you're gonna feel the same in 10 years. Like himself, like being in jail. He don't know if he's gonna come out feeling the same. You've made a girl hold out for 10 years. That's gonna be mad resentment. Do you know what I mean? So it depends. Some guys are controlling. They're like, no, you have to hold it down for man for 10 years. Come on.
No, you have to be realistic.
She never
of
put
course,
him in
yeah.
that position. You put yourself there. Do you know what I mean? It's you're basically sentencing her as well. That's not fair.
But you knew he was doing this, like, do you know what I mean? So
Exactly,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what
So
I-
if we
yeah.
know, then that's different. But I'm saying, imagine a random thing just pops up and it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to jail for 10 years, babe. Hold out. What?
She's like,
I've got to raise these kids by myself for 10 years. You ain't got no income coming in for 10 years.
What about 5?
5
Years.
years. Oh no, 5 years is not, but 10 years. Come on, man.
10 years, the only
I
way
can't
I'm
lie,
waiting,
I'm not waiting.
That person
the
could be
only way I'm
20 and come out
waiting is
30.
if I've got a ring on my finger.
Yeah, you got a ring. Then
I'm
that's
not
different.
waiting,
Like, if we
sorry.
are
That's what I'm
married,
saying. It depends on the
if we
situation.
are married, I will wait.
I'm not
If we
waiting.
are not married, I'm not
I'm not waiting no 10 years. That's selfish.
What do you mean?
Yeah, if I'm married to this guy.
For 10 years.
Yeah.
I doubt
we're
it.
married.
Why though? Why are you being sentenced as well? Why are you going to put your
But
life
that's
on
how-
hold and
that's
wait
how-
for this
that's how-
guy?
I'm married him.
Choice.
Jeez.
If
That's a
I
choice,
married you,
yeah.
I know what you're doing in life. I know what your job is. I know what badness you're doing, right? So if you go down for 10 years, I've agreed to be with you.
exactly, no matter what, yeah.
So I
It's
will
true,
wait.
yeah, if you're married.
I don't know, even if I'm not
If
married.
we're not married, however.
Even if I'm not married, depending
See you
depends
later.
how no, like even if I'm not married, I will still like wait for it because
Yeah,
I
you're
feel
not
like-
married though. You just
No,
got kids.
like, yeah,
That's
when it
even
come-
worse
again-
than a marriage. Or married, you can
Exactly.
divorce and come out of it.
Exactly,
Kids, that's
exactly.
forever till you die.
Again-
Your parents are the same kids. So I feel having kids with someone is more of a lifetime commitment.
exactly.
So you got
yeah.
kids, yeah. You
Even if
waiting
I don't
10
have
years.
kids, bro, it doesn't matter. Like if we're not married, if we don't have kids, if I love him, like I truly love him, that's my partner. I'm going
You
to
lot
that.
are being realistic
No,
with
I'm being
yourselves.
realistic
I
with
don't
myself.
business. There's
I
no way
would
you
wait as
ladies
far
are
as I
waiting
can.
10 years.
I feel like time will tell.
You lot are not being real. I'm sorry.
I feel like I feel like
I
time
am.
will tell. You
I'll
will
wait
see.
for you, baby boy.
Are you hearing this figure?
No, listen,
10
listen.
years.
No, listen,
So
yeah.
from say he went jail when you're 20, you're waiting till he's 30.
No.
I will
He's
try my best.
No,
institutionalized.
so
now.
I'm saying,
He's
I
looked
think
like-
time will tell. Over the time, you'll
Yeah.
see how he is with you. You'll see how you feel. You can't just say on day one, I'm not staying.
Exactly.
Like, time will
You
tell.
try, yeah, and then but
Exactly.
this is
You'll
what I'm
try,
saying.
and if
I
it don't
don't
work
believe,
out, then
yeah, you can
eventually,
wait
I
10
feel like
years.
one of you
That's
will say
10
it.
years worth of commitment, of visits, of sending money, of
Yeah,
sending
no, it's
like,
not.
bro, our visits, bro.
I never met you as,
And then you
as-
know,
as
over
no
10
jail
years,
man.
they're probably not gonna keep man in the same jail, so he's getting shipped out further,
Yeah, you
further.
gotta-
Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
keep
yeah,
up with
yeah,
that for that life for 10 years.
Yeah. Well, Keisha Kayor.
Both of you shouldn't have to do a
True
sentence,
love
fam.
will
And if
conquer
you love me,
everything,
yeah,
okay?
You should tell me live your life, you get me? Or even if you do your thing, like have beat and that, and then when I come out, then we can try again. But fam, to keep your pum pum
But look at
dry.
Keisha Kayor with Gucci Mane.
Damn.
How long
When
she
you
been
gave her
doing it?
money, would she do double it, triple it, all type of things? She doubled
He was
it.
only in there for what, 2 years?
Was it only that?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
And look at the wedding that he felt like he owed her his life.
Yeah.
Because any normal girl would have gone
Yeah,
out
but
and
2-3
splashed that
years,
money.
you
She
can
built up on
do
the
that
value, she
though.
kept
But
going,
we're
yeah.
talking like a whole decade.
No,
fam.
not 10
Like,
years.
that's
no.
a madness.
But then
I'd
it
always be there
depends.
for the guy though.
Yeah, I'll be there. Like, I ain't going nowhere.
yeah,
I
the
will
Exactly.
occasional
Show
letter
support,
and
you,
occasional
exactly.
visits and that, you get it.
I'd
But
always be
boy,
there for him.
Okay, right now, can we discuss a little bit more about bisexuality? You know, when you tend to be a little bit curious. No?
No.
No.
power to the LGBT community. As
Oh, yeah,
a bisexual woman,
oh my
I'm here to represent us
God.
all.
Oh my god.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
No,
I
there's
don't
nothing
think
wrong
there's
with
anything
it.
wrong with it. Me personally, I just don't swing that way.
Yeah.
What's your question around it though? You're saying we're talking about it.
Like,
What-
have
what
you
is
ever
it?
had like second doubts? Like, oh, maybe.
Nah.
No, not at all. No, you haven't been like, oh, that girl's so attractive, or like, oh my
I
god,
can
like the sexual
appreciate a
appeal.
girl's beauty.
No, it's different.
Would you have a
Appreciating
threesome?
beauty, because I do that, than feeling like, oh my god, she's so sexy, like, feeling some type of way, like,
Would you have a threesome?
Nah.
Okay.
Like I said, I watch lesbian porn. I think it's sensual.
Yeah,
like,
I do that as well.
I
Yeah,
feel
that's
like
a turn
man and woman porn is too hardcore. Like, you're showing me something I know. Like, there's nothing, unless I want to learn new tips, which I don't need.
No, I never
But-
learned tips off of porn. It's fake.
Yeah, so it's like, but for me, I say, all right, so Bobby said to me, if I watch it, I'll think about it. So, to me, it's like, if I think...
Bobby sat there, okay.
Like, so, like, I feel like if a girl was to stick it on me, I will crumble. Like, I will collapse. It's happened to me before.
Stick what?
Where, no, like, if a girl was to come to me and be like, come here. Like, I think
That's
I'll be
different.
like,
That's different. Like,
what do you mean?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know. It depends because back in the day, I used to have like so many thoughts. I was like, what the hell? Maybe I don't know. I don't know. You're growing up and you're seeing many things.
Yeah.
At some point, you know when Orange is the New Black came out.
Yeah, yeah.
That actress Ruby Rose.
Yeah.
Both.
Oh, yeah.
That-
Beautiful.
She's sexy.
Ah!
Yeah, nah. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
That one. Okay, excuse me.
Yeah. No, she's right. I
Like,
thought that
I've
as
never
well.
done anything. I've never done not even like a kiss or like a peck. I'm curious. I would love to try.
No, I've
a
been
threesome with,
I've
like,
been
guys
full
and with
blown
girls.
kissed by a girl.
And I feel
When
like
we was
if
drunk.
I was to be with a girl, like I would please her in many different ways.
Yeah.
Because they know how to please. They know how to what
Because
you
we know each
like.
other's bodies and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, I've been full blown kissed by a girl, and I was like, I was drunk then, and when everyone told me the next day, I was out of it. I was like, swear down, we was doing that. That's mad.
She's like, that's mad.
That's mad. But I wouldn't like.
Do you think it's more popular in this day and age, like in 2022, are a lot more younger people coming out saying that I'm bisexual? Is it more
No,
like
so I feel like we've gone past that stage. So do you remember when there was a set of Nicki Minaj when Nicki Minaj came out and she was like, oh my god, yeah, I'm bi, I'm this and that. Nicki was
Nicki
no
bi?
bi. No, she wasn't bi. And then a few years later she came out and was like, no, but she got all her gay fans on board and everything because everyone thought, oh, Nicki's gay, whatever. Like she's both. So I feel like that time there in life was the time where everyone thought that being bi was like a turn on for men. It was a thing.
Was the thing, yeah, in the
Yeah,
time.
but
It was.
Yeah,
It was
I
the in thing at the time.
I find that men find it a lot more attractive. Like I came out when I was 18 to my mum first year, but I met my baby father when I was 21, right?
But you
And when
came
I
out as
told
what?
him bisexual, like I
Yeah.
had a girlfriend and I had to tell my mum. Like yeah, we was
Really?
together for years and stuff. But like with
There's me
my
thinking
baby
she
father.
just had like a little touch. Or so. I didn't
Oh
even
no,
think.
no. Even my last ex before now,
Oh, so you're
I was with her
bi-bi.
for 5.5 years. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But anyway, man, what I'm saying.
No, but how do you find that? Don't you think it's like too much? So me, when I think about a woman-on-woman relationship, I might be wrong. I think there's too much feelings. Because you know,
Too
as
emotional,
women,
yeah.
we're too emotional. Like, is it like that?
Yeah, it can be like, when you're both.
Because you
like,
know, with a man, you got a balance.
Yeah, it can be like that. But I mean,
It depends on the person
there's,
as well.
you see,
yeah.
like Bobby was explaining about feminine energy and masculine energy. I suppose it depends on who's more of the go-getter sort of thing when you take on different roles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I was saying, I will come back to that. Yeah. But with men, I find men find women not more attractive, but attractive when they say that they're
The
into
sex
girls as
appeal
well.
is
Because
different,
a lot of
yeah.
guys, when I tell them that I'm bi, all of a sudden now it's like, oh yes,
Oh.
what, you're gonna bring a girl for me?
Yeah,
So, you know what I
yeah.
mean? And I'm like, that's not what it's about. Like, if
Yeah.
I'm with a man, I see something with you. If I'm with a girl, it's not a thing
Oh, so
where
you keep it
because
separate?
yeah, of course.
You won't bring a
100%.
girl
I have
into
had a
your-
threesome before.
with
But
two
it went
girls.
left, and I'll never ever do it again. But at least I can say I've experienced it. But it was pleasurable at the time, but then the aftermath wasn't good, so I wouldn't do it again.
I'm
especially
dying to
if
know
you're
what
in a
happened, but we
committed
speak about that off camera. But
I guess that if you feel
I need
like
that
in
whole
silence-
story.
Yeah, so it went left, so I wouldn't do it again. But yeah, I keep it separately. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? I keep it separate.
No,
Okay.
I get it. If you feel like you're attracted to that like that person and you wanna do it, go ahead. But like what I've noticed as well, I think it was like a couple years ago, I met these beautiful girls. They were literally 16 years old, 16, 17, super cute, super beautiful, and their surroundings was a lot of like lesbian females.
Yeah.
Cool. There's nothing wrong with it because you're a person after all. We're humans. But what I've noticed after 2 to 3 years, the first relationships were literally like females. Like I feel like it's not been implemented by some sort of way. Like if you're young and you're not experiencing, you have never been exposed to things like that, and that's all that you're seeing, is gonna sort of like transform your mind or shape it.
100% it does.
Because literally when I saw these girls once again, I was like, hey, how you doing? You look beautiful, this and that. Yeah, my girlfriend, this and that. And I was like, wait, what? And I would have never expected it from them. More
I
coming
feel
from like
like
the Latin
nowadays
background.
as well, they're exposing this like not bisexuality as such, but like gender fluidity. So you're the younger kids way too young,
Yeah.
infecting these kids' minds.
What is it I saw on Instagram the other day that the Peppa Pig they're putting
Oh
gay?
yeah, they put
a gay
two-
pig in
yeah.
Peppa Pig, fam.
It was a female couple. Yeah.
Like,
A
I get
lesbian
it.
couple in Peppa
They're
Pig, you know.
showing awareness
And you know how young
and
children are that watch
respecting-
that.
Exactly.
respecting bisexual people, gay people.
Exactly.
And I believe we should be taught to respect people like that.
We should
Do you
be
think
taught
that's
X
being
year
taught
gone.
to respect it? I
However,
think that's too young to put it in a
it is,
cartoon
but
as
yeah,
young as that, man.
exactly,
That's
yeah.
It's way
wait
too
until
young
they're
to be-
older.
Yeah, you can have talks with your kids and be like, it's okay for
Exactly.
same-sex people. You
you
still
know what, we
respect
say
them,
that.
but for you to show kids that young,
They need to
Yeah.
realize what is it that
No,
they
but we
want.
It's
say
trying
that.
to, trying to shape their
Yeah,
brain already.
I feel
Exactly,
like we say that
exactly.
because we're not in their position. Like I've spoken to gay people and they've told me from birth they knew, like when they're growing up, they knew they were gay.
I
I know,
started
but
from
yeah,
11. I
yeah.
started to know I liked girls from the age of 11.
Exactly, 11's a young age.
Yeah.
Like, me at 11 weren't even thinking. I didn't even know what sex was like.
I hadn't had sex, but I was looking. I knew that I'm
That's what I'm
feeling
saying.
something. I
So
should
it's
have
like from a
towards
young
girls.
age, and I feel like maybe that's why like, it's probably a gay person that's gone in and said, "Oh, look, like I felt like this from this age." So I think we need to make them know that it's okay. Like going through school, this is what you are, because you know a lot of people like.
But you
primary
don't
school-
know yet, because some people might think they do, and then I've known a lot of girls that are bi-curious come to me wanting an experience from me,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, come, let's go then. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
confident.
yeah,
when it
yeah,
comes to
yeah.
women,
They're
I'm
being
confident.
curious,
So
yeah.
now I'm ready to put it on them, and then, oh no, actually, and they get all
Yeah,
shy.
I
Do
feel
you know what I
probably be
mean?
me, yeah.
So
Oh my.
No, I don't know about that. That would be me. That would be me.
I think
Yeah,
there's
I've had
more of a
that.
problem with the gender fluidity when they're that young.
Yeah.
yeah.
Instead of like,
Because
Like,
they can get
being gay and
confused.
this-
Yeah. If that's all they've been
people-
exposed
so
to.
I had a
gender
cousin.
fluidity is-
No, I had a cousin in a relationship with a woman, yeah, and she was even saying that her woman was so adamant that she's a man that she used to get vexed when her periods would come and stuff like that, yeah. So she was saying that she had, from a previous relationship, they had a daughter. It was her ex's daughter, and she was fighting for custody for the ex's daughter. But you're not the dad.
Did
So-
they do like the whole sperm donor thing? To
No,
have that
nothing.
child?
It had nothing to do
Oh
with
yeah,
her.
then what's she playing at?
It had nothing to do
Because
with
my
her.
ex can't come for my son. Are you mad?
Right,
You know?
so it had nothing to do with it. But I said to my cousin, like, I'm not being funny, because my cousin was with guys before. So I was like, I'm not being funny, but don't you think this is a bit mad? You lot bringing this little girl into this situation.
Yeah.
And I said, at the end of the day, she's got a dad, didn't it? And you're showing her mum. Not that there's anything wrong, because this is you lot's way of life. But do you feel like I had an actual I'm not saying it's wrong, but I had a genuine conversation with her, and I said, what do you think? Do you feel like what you guys are doing is kind of like pathing her future for her?
Yeah.
Because
Everything
she's
Well,
gonna
to be
child.
fair, I think my son, he says he knew that she was my girlfriend, even though I had actually sat down and spoke with him about it. But we would never do anything in front of him. Like, we wouldn't.
No, but boys are different. I mean, like a little girl seeing women and women. Do you know what I mean? Like a little girl. It's like a boy with a man and a man.
Yeah.
So do you feel like that is like narrowing his path? Like, oh, like this is, I'm thinking.
Well, I mean, it just depends on what they're doing. Don't do nothing of a sexual nature in front of the kid. I mean, there's nothing wrong with women living in the house together.
No, but you know, they take it far. I'm dad.
Oh.
That's dad.
Yeah, I don't know about that's confusing.
Mum,
that's
like mum, dad. Like,
that's gonna. I think maybe she should have rather said mum and maybe auntie, but to say mum.
No, I'm saying in general. I'm saying not even them. I'm saying in general. You know, like you see gay couples with kids that is dad, mum, like.
No, but sometimes they have kids who grow up to be straight. Do you know what I mean? It's always a balance and always guiding your kids down the road that's for them.
Yeah.
Letting them be who they are and still loving them regardless. Because another thing, a lot of people are scared to come out because they're scared they're going to get disowned by family. And they end up killing themselves and things like that.
And I feel like that's why they're trying to implement it in so young, because a lot of people say they're gay from a young age.
But I still think that's wrong, because even my son's primary school, from when he was like 6 years old, he come home with a letter in his bag talking about we're going to do sex education, and we had to consent. And I didn't take it. I said, no, I don't want you teaching sex education.
Do you know what? But us as parents will say that it's too young, but then the ages of pregnancies and sexual intercourse and all these things are getting younger and younger. That's the thing.
But then you have the talks with your kids, because you don't know what the teachers are teaching them, your kids.
True,
you know,
we have the talks, but then what age?
Remember, they're in school, from 9 to 3:30. So between those hours is their teachings on the kids. They're not at home with you because you're probably out working and it's compulsory they go to school. So you're not even able to teach them what you want, because they're spending so many hours with teachers, them teaching them.
I know, but us as parents, when do we think it's a right age? We wouldn't know that they're thinking about these things.
You said, how are babies?
They're not gonna come and ask. My son is not gonna come and ask me, mummy, about this. Who are you talking about?
See, I've got a close relationship with my boy. My boy comes and talks to me.
No, he tells me about this. Oh, I've got a girlfriend, mum. That's it. But you see me.
Does he ask you how babies are made?
No. I think he did actually. But me with my mum, I was so scared of my mum. I would never even my virginity, all of that stuff. No, but I'm saying I feel like that's why the school are doing it, because it's getting younger and younger. Like, remember, these kids, even us as parents, we don't even know the shit that we're exposing our kids to. We're listening to certain music in the car, singing along, not even realizing they're in the car. They're hearing this shit and like, they're young. We're thinking, they're young, they're not taking it in. They're like sponges. Do you get what I mean? They're like sponges. So they're taking this shit in. And the ages are getting younger. They are getting younger. Like, you're seeing all these young girls are forward. Look at the girls in secondary school, primary school, they got weave, all these things. We weren't like that back in the day.
I see.
We weren't like that. So they're very sexualized. And the schools that say that, and me, I would wear 1-2 eyeliner and eyebrow, and my teacher's bringing in makeup remover, remove your eyeliner. All I had was liquid eyeliner. These girls have got nail varnish. These girls have got acrylics, weave, lace front, Brazilian, all these things. Like, what do you know about that? And where are you even getting the money from? Their parents. Do you get what I mean? Times have changed. So I feel like where the times have changed, the teachers and stuff are having to change with the time.
But then I think it's subject to every kid, because every child is different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So it needs to be the right time for your child.
Yeah. So every parent has the right to say, look, I'm not ready for my child to know about this stuff yet. Yes. But then at the same time, I get why the schools are doing it. Because then there's the other kids who don't have that support from their parents. There's some kids, like in the holidays and stuff, and they're offering free food and that. Some kids are going home to bullshit, every day. We don't know what them kids are going through. They don't have the guidance of their parents and all these things. So it's like these things put in place is like, I want you to feel comfortable type of thing. Come and talk to us about it. But it shouldn't be down to the teachers doing that. It should be us as parents. Do you get what I mean?
Watching, guys. Make sure you hit that subscription button and lock in for another episode next week.
Gracias.
And follow us on Instagram at Big Ego Women Podcast. Get those followers up.
Bye.